If I go Venom, the Deadpool comes in. Oh, I'm one away. Like if there was no Lehigh, I actually could get the Moon Girl to fit here and have two 20 power Deadpools that could both get played next to Taskmaster on the next turn. Goose is even protecting me from a Shang-Chi on the Camp Lehigh lane. I think everything is coming up our way, my friends. 22 power Venom? Yeah, he seems like a pretty competent card right there. Welcome my friends, OTA balance patch just dropped, nerfing two of the most commonly seen cards here in the game, and at least trying to provide assistance to two of the bottom performing cards as well. I've got a list that I'm going to immediately recommend as a way that you can take advantage of this shiny 3/3 Venom. This is the change that I am most excited for, but let's cover all of them, moving pretty quickly here. We got 3 4-cost cards. The 4-cost cards are seeing the most play, certainly here in the game, ever since Zabu came around. Enchantress going down from 4/6 to 4/5. Honestly, I was predicting this to have happened last week, but I guess they want their changes to breathe at least a little bit. So she was buffed from a 4/4 to the 4/6 2 weeks ago in response to the ongoing engine meta that we were seeing. I like the idea of just buffing the counterplay to a style that is very dominant in the meta to be able to try and open up meta diversity. I like the way that their head is at in terms of these changes, but the 4/6 was certainly an overcorrection. 4/5 is still excellent. I'm going to be running her in all the same decks. Then the Rock Slide, down from 4/6 to 4/5 as well, bringing the power down just a little bit. This is the next jab at the Dark Hawk deck, which is just still absolutely everywhere. Sarah, Zabu, Rock Slide, the Hawk. If you have the Hawk developed, then the Rock Slide is still a 4/9 that is putting rocks in the opposing deck that is going to be able to clog up some of their draws, hopefully make them blank at least one of their draws. In that situation, the Rock Slide is still looking great. Now it's just a little bit lower down on just being a good stat stick if you don't have the combo pieces around him to really get the payoff of the Hawk. I think the Hawk deck is still going to be incredibly powerful and is still going to have that top spot in the meta. They're going to have to see more changes, maybe more counterplay evolve around before this guy goes away. Now the Drax, up from a 4/5 to a 4/6, but the ability has changed back again. I mean, what are you doing here, second hitter? You don't have to hurt his ability. I don't think anybody was going to cry if he was still the +3 power on the ability. The idea with the Guardians is that you're paying this opportunity cost in playing them, but if you succeed in scoring their ability, then you want them to be above tempo from what you would be getting playing another card at the same price point. Gamora, excellent example, the 5/7 with the +5 if you match her up where the opponent is playing a card. So she is a big letdown if you miss, but if you hit, she's a 5/12, which is 2 points ahead of tempo. If Drax ceilinged out at 4/9, that would have been fine. I don't think anybody would have complained. Drax and Groot really just missing out here, whereas every other one of the Guardians has a higher ceiling than other cards at their same price point. So, I mean, heck, the second inner could actually make Drax just a straight 4/8. I don't know if people are playing him in a world where these other 4-costs are doing so much of it. He's going to see play as just a blank 4/8, but he needs a little bit more. Hopefully in the next patch they give both him and Groot an additional power on the body, because I feel like that's where things are really interesting when you have a world where you have mechanics to reactivate the abilities, either through a beast returning them or an Odin coming down at the end. Then we can see some fun play with the Guardians. Until then, they end up being a fairly hard deck to pilot with a low upside. And now the Venom. 3/3 +2 on his ability, or on his base power. No change to his ability. I absolutely love this. Venom was falling off compared to the other destroy cards. He was losing out horrifically to the Deathlock in terms of Death Wave, and the only lists that were really running the Venom were lists that were trying to get Deadpool or Nimrod to be able to work, and those decks were not performing very well at all. So giving the +2 to the Venom could see him edging out Deathlock in some of the kind of mid-range destruction decks, and then it should be a great boon to the Deadpool and the Nimrod lists. So here we are, bouncing Deadpool, the list that I am most excited for playing around with the brand new Venom. I'm going the Deadpool route instead of the Nimrod route because Nimrod still just feels very clunky in terms of playing him, but then needing to have enough energy to get multiple destructions off and produce a winning power level. Very hard to do with the Nimrod at the moment, but Deadpool, talk about winning power level. When this is destroyed, return it to your hand with double the power. He can also be returned free by Beast, and he will maintain that cost reduction for the rest of the game. We've got the Venom to be able to chow down on hopefully a large Deadpool, maintain those stats on the board, and then come back in on another lane to be able to win that lane. We can duplicate the large Deadpools with the Moon Girl, so then we also have 2-lane pressure. We can get one really large Deadpool and combo alongside the Taskmaster, so we have a number of ways to transition a single powerful card into winning 2 different lanes, and we have all of the engine pieces to be able to get the Deadpool jump started. If we can tag him with the Bast, if we can get a Nova Destruction that buffs him early on as well, or if we can clip him with the Forge, then he is looking fine indeed. And Moon Girl here, while it might seem kind of greedy to be able to duplicate the Deadpools, we're looking at being able to duplicate demons as well, which is incredibly stat efficient, or if we have not been able to find very many of the Destroyer Activator cards to get the combo rolling, we could Moon Girl so we have multiple hits out of them. There's a lot of value here on the Moon Girl. I'm happy for her inclusion in the list. And then we have the Beast as an excellent get out of jail free card as well. Again, if we haven't drawn multiple of the Carnage, Killmonger, Venom to combo with the Deadpool, we can just Beast back one of the ones we've already used, be able to get another destruction on the Deadpool and keep the scaling going. We can Beast the Hood. We could Beast Forge in a pinch. We can Beast a card out of a lane where the opponent has played armor so that they're not able to shut us down. I'm very happy with the flexibility that Beast is providing in the list. Overall, I love the way this deck comes together. You do have to understand there's going to be some pretty blank draws where if we don't find our Deadpool, we are down significantly. In that case, what we're going to be doing is trying to just consolidate a lot of power onto a single large Venom and then tag that with the Taskmaster. So we have a shot at hanging in there in the matches, but we're going to want to be able to exercise our snapping and retreating pretty aggressively to be able to find the right hands that we want to play out to completion. Jumping in here for our showcase. What a great opening hand. We'll go Hood, Nova, yes please. Find me the Deadpool. Oh, Rickety Bridge. That's really good if we find the Deadpool. Like, incredibly powerful for us. I think that I can go Nova Demon here, and then the... I thought that the Venomized Killmonger actually faked me out that it was Venom. But here's the thing, racing for the raft when we have Moon Girl to be able to then duplicate the free 6 cost is so worth it that I'm going to expend my demon to be able to make it happen. They go Sentinel, alright. Should be fine. Do I want to go Carnage or Killmonger? Top deck Venom. Ooh, wow. Oh, we got the Venom. Top deck Venom comes through. You gotta say it. Say it and believe it, chat. Gonna make this happen. Then the Moon Girl next turn is a no-brainer. Yeah, she'll be able to duplicate the free 6 cost. Sorry, Pansuke. We got this one wrapped up. Loving the new Venom because here he's gonna kill. So he kills the Hood, which is -2, right? Then the Nova buffs hit Venom and Demon, and then he carries the buffs from that Demon. Free Hulk, sign me up. Opens up the board space as well at the raft. Ka-chow. Yeah, the 10 power Venom is going to be better than, say, dropping just Killmonger or Carnage, right? Carnage would have been... Oh, Carnage would have also been 10. Interesting, interesting. But Carnage now is cheaper, and now I can Moon Girl. Ah, maybe you could have gone either way. Loving this off the Hulk, though. So much. Zoop. Buffed up Sentinel for their side. We don't get any draw. Give me... like, Angela... Is it Angela Killmonger? My goal with the Angela in the list is for Killmonger to be able to knock off 1 costs that you play behind her so that you can continue to buff and scale her up. It's a synergy that I have always greatly enjoyed. No Bast. Okay. Okay. Well. Zoop. Give me, I guess, even more power over here, and then I'll play the Bast for the buff. They accept the play. Amazing. What do you have behind the Invisible Woman party bus? I'm dying to find out. It's gonna have to be pretty dang impressive. Cuts up the Jeff. Flips the Val. We don't have any buffs. And we're way more than 5 points ahead on the Wakandan Embassy. Victory. Beautiful opening hand for being able to play around the Deadpool himself. We'll see if we want to Beast return him, or if we just let the destruction start stacking up here. Oh, we want to Beast return him. Yes, we do. Why are you snapping? You're just happy with the Nexus? I'm sitting on such a high roll. We'll play it out like this. We get the demon back into hand. I can Beast to return these cards. You're going Squirrel Girl. So you're either Patriot or you are also Destruction. Oh my gosh. Return the cards to my hand. Play the Bast to the board. Bast will set Deadpool to 3. Hood to 3. Nova to 3. Nova's gonna die though. But then you just go Nova all over at Bar Sinister and it goes off. No, it's too early. Drat. They have caught me in my tracks. Incredibly disappointing. I'm still seeing how all the potential combos were going to work out if we had played that separately. Anyway. What about unlimited Deadpools? Unlimited 6 power Deadpools. They have already played their Killmonger. I could play mine. And then they're all going to be 6 power. I'll have 4 of them back in hand. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, I even get a card draw. Okay. Sign me up. Oh, for the Shanna? Hold up. What? You're playing... Oh, wow. Using Shanna as an extra way to generate destruction tokens to be able to discount death? Get them out of here. Well, their death is free. Their death is, yeah. 4 cards have been destroyed. Oh, they don't like it? Oh! Probably thought we were going to be able to run away with that one. Would we have been able to run away with that one? It depends on what we were going to top deck, but I was feeling pretty great there. The list is so much fun to be able to pilot, and it's not without its weaknesses. It's certainly susceptible to bad draws, susceptible to control from the opponent, susceptible in that it doesn't have control against the opponent. We're just trying to be able to run our combos. It's just that when we hit our combos, it really is almost impossible for the opponent to be able to keep up. I'm going to go Angela here on the Baxter building. Would love to be able to show the Angela Killmonger synergy. Deadpool at a 0. I don't like it. I want to play... Oh, here we go. Hold on. Yes. We do something like... Oh, but I want the extra demon. I don't need to play... Do I need to play Deadpool or do I want the demons? I don't have other destruction cards in hand, so I think I actually do this. This way I get the Bast return to hand who could kickstart the Deadpool up to 3 power, and I have the extra demon generation. With Hella Taskmaster in hand, I think that's a little better than having a free Deadpool that I can invest in later. What is happening? Alright, this is the rematch against the legendary Outlaw. Oh snap, with Baxter building on the left. Isn't it? It's actually crazy how this happens. How do I want to play this? Honestly, I've rarely been in the position of luxury on this kind of play order. I could forge the Deadpool, and then I could Beast return them both back to hand, and then I could forge Deadpool again. But you have to think that just playing Bast as an opener onto the Deadpool is way better. Especially with then Forge tags on, so Deadpool is starting as a 1-5. He's going to be a 1-5 that then is going to be able to get scaled it to a 110 with armor protecting him. Ooh, maybe Danger Room even puts a little extra spice on it. Now the question is, like, how does the Beast and the Forge edition help us? There has to be a way that I can make this work. Just not sure what it is yet. I'm gonna go Forge. No. I'm gonna go Hood. Then I'm gonna go Forge. Yes, because then next turn I have 4 energy to go Deadpool Venom. Then it comes back. Then we'll see. Then we shall see. Reality Stone. Gives me extra time to get the combo together. All right. Saved. And a Goose. Yeah, I come in pretty cost effective. Goose is not going to slow us down too much. There's the Taskmaster though. All right, here. Monster Deadpool. Given that my opponent has been relatively gun shy, they might just retreat on seeing this, especially with the armor established. Maybe they have some location denial. Maybe they think they're going to have to stick it out now. Mind Stone gives them all the stone draw that they could hope for. Cyclops was out of their Camp Lehigh pull. Okay. I actually kind of fancy my 3-3 Cerebro as more valuable than the Cyclops. Tagging Cerebro with the Bast. Truly incredible. Now already, Deadpool Taskmaster is a 20 power 6 cost play. That's nuts. Moon Girl, unfortunately, because of the way you can't reorganize your hand, not going to be able to capitalize too well. That being said, this is where the Beast to return the Venom is beautiful. Now, we're getting the luxury of Limbo, of course, being able to show off a very extended combo pattern. But in a pinch, you can make stuff like this happen with other plays, other turn orders. Then I'm so happy. The opponent's just not finding anything. So here, the Deadpool is still free off of the Beast. We're truly getting to showcase everything the deck is capable of doing. So we Deadpool, and then I want Venom back on the board? I suppose so. Pretty vulnerable to control. I'm going to have Taskmaster on the right. If I go Venom, the Deadpool comes in. Oh, I'm 1 away. Like, if there was no Lehigh, I actually could get the Moon Girl to fit here and have 2 20 power Deadpools that both get played next to Taskmaster on the next turn. Oh my gosh. As it is, I will simply play the Killmonger to wipe out their stones. And my own weak Hood. Yes. Goose is even protecting me from a Shang-Chi on the Camp Lehigh lane. I think everything is coming up our way, my friends. 22 power Venom? Yeah, it seems like a pretty competent card right there. Oh, hold on. Do you have another way to be able to buff Baxter Building? Is that what you've kind of been hiding back there? If they have another way to be able to buff it, I mean, I'm a victim here to my own success, victim of my own success. I'm not going to be able to scale up the rightmost lane in a way that is safe from control. No, they didn't have it. So here is the deck in all of its doubling, chomping glory. The new 3-3 Venom does feel very nice here and presents you with a better pattern if you don't find the Deadpool to be able to just invest in one big Venom that gets copied by the Taskmaster and have that as your Hail Mary play to be able to win your 2 lanes. I love the way this deck comes together. So much fun. I was jamming it a ton right after I acquired Bast, and very fun to be returning any kind of bounce hybrid list. I absolutely adore. If you guys have any optimizations or alternate takes on this deck, I would love to hear about them down in the comments. If you guys do pick this one up, I hope it earns you many cubes on your climb up to infinite. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.